So I went to the comment section of this particular post where Dr. Asue Ighodalo, the PDP Guba candidate, was saying that Edo people, not Wike, would decide who would become the next governor of Edo State. And I was surprised. Okay, first, it would be okay to see random Wike lovers from Port Harcourt agreeing to, yes, he should, all that, no, and blast Dr. Asue Ighodalo. I saw Benin's or Edolites dragging Asue Ighodalo, and then as much as you have political indifference with this person, but the funniest part is that the funniest part is that there are people that do not know that they are empowering a monster against them, and I blame Obaseki. Consequently, the strategy to have won the 2020 elections in Edo State wasn't a wicked strategy. First, there was a situation room that was digitally created and then very well equipped to have monitored every single ward election to local government in the in that particular process. And about Wike, because of course the Obaseki just joined PDP and he has gone to move him, Wike became a frontline. But then there was a system that was created. However, all that is past. But right now, it's like Edo People has now submitted the leadership or the decisionship or the kingship of the state to the personality of Nyesom Wike. Personally, I've said it a few times, even when Wike was campaigning here and there and he wants to be president, and then he continued to preach the message of South against North. I knew there was a personal pursuit, there's a personal interest in all of this. And then if you take the account of Atiku Abubakar to cognizance, where he registered that he was ready to have withdrawn from the primary elections if only Wike was ready to ensure that the election was solely zoned to the southeast, but Wike insisted that the whole of the south should have it, and he said no. Goodluck Jonathan was a PDP governor, president from the south, so the only two regions in Nigeria that are yet to produce a president is southeast and northeast. So if you say we are zoning to southeast or micro zoning to southeast, I may withdraw, but if you leave this open to south, then I'll contest. All that is left for them to decide, none of my concern. But the fact that people are worshiping Wike, because of course at this moment you have a chance to using him to get into power, baffles me sincerely. Baffles me. Of course, nobody should. At this point of my life, I should not be beating about the bush. I said anything that Wike stands for, I stand against. Anything Wike stands for, moving. I said that a couple of years ago. Even I got the first few times I got on social media, maybe people began to register my voice and then take me serious. They saw the need, and then they started. I saw people preach. There was one guy that called me from the US. He was a pro Wike, and he used several ways to preach Wike. I said, no, the brand I see of Wike is consistent, loquacious, garrulous, vocal insensitivity that he puts out every time worries me. I'm not sure this person. And then the imperialistic, tyrannical dictatorship ideology that he carries around, where he feels everybody must succumb to his whims and caprices, bothers me. I said I have a problem with that. And then, of course, Wike is a monster that the Nigerian people has created. And guess what? In no distant time, in a few years from now, we'll begin to look at Wike, because I've said this in several ways. My workplace systems have been privileged to get, and I say it. When you allow people to grow to this point where nobody can tell them shut up. Papa Ayori Sejafo has said one time that if there is anybody in your life, and as you are now, that cannot tell you to shut up without scratching his head, then you are headed for destruction. You are absolutely headed for destruction. And that's who Wike is, headed for destruction. Because this Wike thinks that the country belongs to him. Oh, he can say whatever he likes, he can do whatever he does. Now he's boasting. Oh, he's not going to support this and support that. I'm happy that Fubara has had to place Wike where it belongs. And unfortunately, Nigerians are not so much of the students of history. A lot of us do not read. We do not follow news, not follow trajectory of stories. Wike did the same thing Fubara is doing to him now, to Rotimi, Chibuike, and Michi. Heaven did not fall. Somebody is going to come back and do the same thing to Fubara. heaven will not fall. It's a sequence of events that will continue to happen. However, I am bothered that the Benin people, with pride and pedigree, the Edo people that I know, even if you do not like somebody, don't submit your head of rulership to some, because it was Obaseki that brought us here. Obaseki that eulogized and made Wike think himself as a villain, to the point that he wanted to determine so much in the equation. When Obaseki placed him where it belongs, did the state not survive? And again, that's what's happening in the PDP right now. Wike held the PDP by the jugular, and they began to twist it wherever he liked. At a point, people submitted the party structure to him. He decided everybody. He was changing chairmanship. If you do not attend to him, he will change you. Not attend to him, he will change you. And because, of course, the man is a very crafty man, owing to the fact that he's got reverse money to play around, he took over the whole space. Today, in no distant time, this same Wike, as I know, is a problem for the APC. Assuming, God forbid, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu win 2027 general election. So the next time will be, what Wike is wanting is that, although him and Babi want that same thing, but most likely maybe he can get it, or I don't know, that when the power is zoned back to the north, just God forbid, we are not even discussing. Sometimes when I get to this conversation, which of course is the reality, it bothers me. My biases are that, how did we get here that we are doing this unnecessary zoning, not by capacity, not by influence, not by competence, not by solutions that are being offered. See, it will go to just anybody, whether it's a mumu or, as long as the person has got political power, is in favor of Tinubu, he finds favor in the hands of Tinubu, in the eyes of Tinubu, I don't know whether even they see self. And then all that, the person is favored in the north, they will not take a southerner. Guess what? The point is, Wike wants that southerner office of vice presidentship to get to him, forgetting that in this country, it is Hausa and Yoruba. So don't worry. The people like Femi Gbajabiamila, Rotimi, Babatunde Fashola, and a couple of these guys that are observing now, the Wale Edu, the Bayo Ononuga, that are enjoying with him, that are frolicking with him. When that time comes, they will tell him that, hey. So I'm begging, the monster we have created of this guy, you see the way he talks on TV, on national TV, on national issues. You can't do this. I will put fire there, I'll put fire there. I can never leave Edo Elections out of it. The monster we have created of Wike, if we do not place him where he belongs, this time, very soon Wike will determine. You see how he was campaigning the PDP primaries everywhere. He went to Anambra State, something that will not be done to you, and say, forget to speak simply, forget that. It was one that started the statistics issue. Forget the party. Well, you need the power. Give me power. Give me power. Give me power. And then look at this guy and say, what tangible solutions? Apart from flyovers and roads, what were the reforms Wike created? That's what again is in Abuja. And you hear that the senator representing the FCT is complaining. You are doing roads, even as much as the roads are good, but they are not the most relevant. And then too, we are asking for quality education, quality healthcare centers, quality systems, quality security architecture. No. Because the man is basic, he's shallow. No wahala. Edo people, okay, is Wike that will determine the next governor. No wahala. Right? It seems that that's what the APC is waiting for. Of course, the president has not shown to them, because the man is bedeviled by a lot of other crises. Forget all this drama. They have not gotten the presidential go-ahead. All this drama you are seeing as Wike trying to do one or two. Of course, whatever happens, some of us have got the privilege. But God knows what we are seeing our men at this moment. Forget about the man that is saying it. Is he a lie? That the APC wants Wike to be the determinant of who governs Edo State. You are releasing your birthright. You don't become Esau. When this man begins to determine who becomes king, who becomes queen, who becomes this and that tomorrow, may nobody cry. Wike is beating more than he can chew. It is time people. This is a monster that the Nigerian state has created, and I thought that we'll be able to place him where he belongs. I say it here, so no, you don't think there is any bias. I'm sentimental. I blame Obaseki for making Wike feel like a hero in 20 election, because there was nothing he brought to the table. Nothing, actually. Nothing. He didn't coerce vote. He wasn't able to get anybody to vote for Obaseki because of that. In short, Edo people are proud enough that if you get to influence the situation, they want to tell you that. And I'm happy that they're allowing Wike to determine. The news is getting wider so that Edo people can begin to say, oh, have we lost that our self-respect? Are we now going to be second? Is it somebody that's not going to determine who governs us? Not us again. Edo. Awa.